You know, there's an old saying that you gotta be nice to the people on the way up because you're gonna meet the same people on the way down. I say, fuck the people you meet on the way up, because if you're on the way up, they're gonna like you no matter what. And if you're on the way down, it doesn't matter how nice you are to them, they're gonna cross the street when they see you coming. So basically, the comedian's guide to survival is fuck everybody over.
What's your name?
James Mullinger.
Heard the name.
I was really trying to work out what it was you were doing, and I couldn't really see much of a difference between, the stuff I do.
No, but there's like the difference is I'm not shit.
Yeah.
It's like the thin line between the vagina and the rectum.
Yeah.
I'm the vagina and you're the rectum.
I need to be a vagina.
You need to be a vagina in this business.
Because everyone loves vagina.
Everyone loves vagina, except for gay guys.
I think they still
Gay-
appreciate a vagina.
Yeah, over you. They'd probably
Yeah.
prefer a vagina. Like, I know gay guys that I talk to you with my gay friends.
Yeah.
I was like, would you rather be with James or an ugly woman? They're like, well, ugly woman.
Sure.
Even a dog, they'd probably prefer to have
An
sex.
animal.
They'd have sex with an animal over you, I think. Yeah, everyone needs it.
Let's go all the way. Let's go.
I'm on stage and I'm like a rabbit caught in the headlights. I'm sweating like a pig at a hot dog convention. It's getting in my eyes, the sweat, it stings, and I can't see. And then I hear it. In the darkness, I can hear the sounds of a disgruntled audience. A few hecklers in this evening, and there it was, the stuff of nightmares. Standing in front of a baying crowd who hated each and every word that dripped from my mouth. And as such, there was only one thing I could do. What do you think it means?
You really shouldn't feel bad. I like to have wet dreams all the time, and I'm a respected psychiatrist.
No. Does it mean I'm not funny?
A dream can't tell you if you're funny or not, unless it makes you wet yourself, like you did. Which is funnier.
It wasn't a dream.
I don't understand.
It actually happened. I was doing stand-up comedy when I pissed myself in front of an audience.
Oh, well, that's definitely hilarious. Is it something you do every night, or...
No, it's not. It's not part of the act.
Then I recommend a career change. Or a diaper.
Ever since I was young, I had the singular dream of being a stand-up comedian. Whereas all my role models had found great success, I've been dying on my arse every night. If my psychiatrist here had an ounce of skill or ability, he'd have been able to help me find out why. Yeah. Oh, no.
So, how was the gig?
Oh, don't ask.
Well, did you at least get paid this time?
Like 200 on the door.
Okay, good, because we really need to clear some of these.
Yeah, that was split 4 ways with the other comedians.
Right, so you got 50.
You got to bear in mind it's a 200-mile round trip.
Right, but the others contributed, though.
It's a bit embarrassing to ask, really, isn't it? Because, they're just a skin.
Well, clearly not, because we're covering their travel costs. James, you gotta stop letting people walk all over you.
Yeah, good point. And I'll work on it, I promise.
We can't carry on like this. These need paying. We really need to sit down and talk about this comedy hobby that you've got.
And we will, I promise, OK? But right now, I'm late for work. I've got to shoot, OK? Love you. Oh. This is fucking good toast, by the way. Oh.
stock images you needed for the Ashford feature.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you get these over to features? They need to design them by tomorrow.
No problem. Oh, don't forget Philip wants to see you. He's not looking very happy.
Yeah, well, he never looks happy, does he? Do you know why? Because he's a miserable fuck.
Who's a miserable fuck, James?
Not you.
My office. 5 minutes.
I'll be there in 4. Just need to pop to the loo.
What are you doing?
Got a gig.
Don't you dare, he's going to take it out on me.
See you tomorrow. The other soul-destroying aspect about stand-up is the travel. Endless journeys up and down the country. And usually, because money's tight, you have to give a ride to 3 other desperate broke comics. You can imagine the smell.
Mind not smoking, please?
Yes, I mind. It's my fucking car and I'm driving.
Oh, it's antisocial and I don't want to be a passive smoker.
Passive smoking? What are you worried about passive smoking for? You're hardly the picture of health.
Thank you. Oh, tonight though, guys, right? Make sure you push the laughs to 11. I'm going to try out some new stuff.
What are the new gags we need to look out for?
Ah, well, I've got some new stuff about my school days, and a bus sex, and a bit about doing karaoke to, Paul McCartney.
The fuck? McCartney karaoke?
Yeah, it's a really strong bit. I think it's going to kill.
Yes, I know it's a strong bit. That's been my gag for the last 3 years.
Well, maybe after 3 years it's time to come up with some new jokes.
Does it happen to take place at his daughter's wedding by any chance?
Maybe.
Were you invited to Stella's wedding?
No, of course not, dude.
Perhaps you know someone that was. Like me.
Well, obviously, it's all you ever go on about.
Maybe that's why I've been doing a gag about karaoke with Paul McCartney, because I sang fucking karaoke to Paul motherfucking McCartney.
Oh, look, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down, you fucking bugger! You're a fucking thief, do you know that? You're just a fucking thief and a charlatan!
It's not the same bit, dude.
The Comedian's Guide to Survival always says never to steal other comedians' jokes. It is very frowned upon.
It's not the same bit. Calm down.
A Welsh cow would be like, Louie from Wales, we're very friendly. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
There's the guy that pissed himself.
I'm not even on stage and I'm getting heckled. Where did it all go wrong?
Yeah, I do feel a little bit guilty about this. You see, a year and a half ago, we were doing a gig together. I don't really understand it. It wasn't any longer, but it was definitely wider. And that's why I have a circus mirror above my bed. So while he's outside on his mobile phone trying to save his marriage, I'm inside nicking one of his jokes, knowing that unknown to him, in 10 minutes, he's going to be on stage doing the same gag. A couple of years ago, I was invited to John Lennon's brother's birthday. Wait, no, that's not it. What it was, it's Paul McCartney's daughter's wedding. To make matters worse, I forgot the first bit of the gag and completely screwed the bit up. When the crowd started booing me, I may have reacted a little bit aggressively. Yeah? Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, stupid ass! Fuck you, cocko! Yeah, drink my piss, you maxi pad! Why don't you just go fuck yourselves, you Beatles-hating freaks! Well, you've been lovely. My name is Richard. I will see you later. Good night!
How'd it go?
Yeah, it seemed to go all right, I think. I warmed them up for you.
Nice one.
Evening.
Angry.
And from that point on, it was carnage. So naturally, when James goes up and does his Paul McCartney bit, they nearly lynch him, which resulted in the first case of pant wetting.
Oh, Jesus. Been... thank you, and good night.
And he's been a big bag of nerves ever since, poor bloke. And I just haven't got the balls to tell him it's basically all my fault. I mean, he might stop driving me to gigs.
All I need in my life to be happy right now is a penis! That's all I want!
Who do I see sitting right next to the stage, inches away from my groin?
Paul McCartney. But it gets worse. Sometimes, when the wife has the car and no one can give you a lift, it's down to public transport to see you home.
Let's face it, public transport is hardly 24/7. God knows how many times I've had to leg it for the last train home.
Ah, yes, the last train home. A miserable 3-hour journey in uncomfortable conditions and vomit-stained seats.
No! That is if you're lucky enough to make it.
The next train home will be in 6 hours.
Living the dream.
The Comedian's Guide to Survival tells us that in these situations, it's important to seek out a warm, dry place to shelter from the conditions. Photo booths are the perfect refuge. Of course, even at 5 in the morning, there are still those that would deny sanctuary. It's not unusual for a stand-up comic to have a few bad gigs, but I've had more than my fair share. The first few years were awesome. The last 18 months have been one lousy set after another. It's not just the jokes that get lost. Half the time I can't even find the fucking venue.
Can I help?
Sorry, mate.
Wait for what?
Stand up.
What's stand-up?
No, not stand up. The comedy gig.
Maybe the Fox and Owls down in Gaul then.
Oh, that's next week.
Oh, God.
If I did manage to find the venue on the right day, there'd always be a fresh catalogue of disasters. Each one had their own name. There'd be the solo gig, where the audience would comprise of one lowly person.
You're rubbish.
Always a heckler.
Who brings a tomato to a pub?
I did.
In becoming successful, it's important for a stand-up to have love and support to help cope with the arduous long hours when you're travelling the country, trying to build a career.
Honestly, I don't know what you want from me. What do you want?
James, when a wife asks you to book something nice for our anniversary, she doesn't mean for you to book yourself a gig.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be less ambiguous.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I haven't been hit that hard since the Coventry gig potato of 2014.
On the whole, I'd say my beloved wife coped admirably.
Jesus. Fucking frying pan.
I hear that even if you hit him square in the head, he doesn't stop.
I realised that I'd probably make more money selling vegetables than DVDs at gigs. At least that way I can make sure they were soft.
But none of these came close to the worst thing that can happen to a comedian.
My office, now.
And there's one last thing I have to mention. The money. Don't expect to see any working as a stand-up.
Knock, knock.
There's something different about you today, and I just can't put my finger on it. You lost weight?
No.
Gained weight?
Probably.
You done something different with your hair?
No.
Well, maybe you should.
Thank you.
I know what it is. You've got a giant bruise on your face.
I got hit by a cantaloupe.
That's what I hate about you. Why can't you just say melon, like everyone else? You don't know what I wouldn't give to see you hit in the face with a large botanical fruit.
Well, it happens all the time. Tickets are only a tenner.
And that's what I wouldn't give. You'll be surprised to find out that you've been given a promotion. Deputy editor.
Really?
Shut up, James. The job offer does, however, come with a caveat. If you take this job on, it would mean you would have to give up being an unfunny twat on stage and start doing some proper work round here.
Okay, right. Well, I've had this idea of how I can make both work.
Was this before or after you got hit in the face by the melon?
You don't need to be sarcastic.
Oh, and if you decide not to take the promotion, you're fired.
Is that legal?
Deputy editor, unfunny twat. Deputy editor, unfunny twat. Say it with me, come on.
I don't want to say it.
Unfunny twat. Say it.
I don't want to say it.
Say it.
Deputy editor, unfunny twat. I'm not going to do it
One
again.
more time.
Deputy editor.
Deputy editor.
Unfunny twat.
Unfunny twat. We are doing another comedy special issue, and the managing director wants you to be in charge of it.
Okay, yeah.
That would mean you'd get to interview the world's greatest comedians, i.e. stand-ups who are not unfunny twats like you are.
Yes, I got that.
Won't that be lovely for you?
What he doesn't know is that the Comedian's Guide to Survival says...
Who are you talking to? Who's over there?
I wasn't...
I don't know whether you're aware of this, James, but you have a habit of drifting off and waffling bullshit into thin air. Stop doing it. It's creepy and it's beginning to upset the staff.
Who?
Michael doesn't like it.
Which one?
Tongue. Don't badmouth Tongue.
Fuck you, Tongue!
Fuck off!
Prick.
Oh, one more thing. Fuck off. Straighten up, straighten up.
I had to take into account how Pam felt. I know most of the time she acts like she hates it, but deep down she's my biggest fan. I think. Now, although my decision isn't concrete, it's fairly resolute. I've decided to quit the stand-up. I hope that you're not putting on a brave face for my benefit. You're not, are you? Could you at least pretend to be upset? Right, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you up there. So, you could see the dilemma I was in. Hey? I said you could...
What did I miss?
What are you doing? Where have you been?
What do you want? Yummy yummy or sucky sucky?
What?
I just had to go out to relieve myself of your boring monologue.
Kiss me if you can, kiss me if you can. A stranger walks beside me. We're just lovers for the night. And when the sun comes up, yeah, we can just leave it there, leave it there. Yeah, we can.
I hope a spider crawls in your mouth. The Comedian's Guide to Survival reminds all aspiring comics to find inspiration in their comedy heroes. If you ever get to meet one, ask what kept them going. What brought them through the tough times? For any comedy fan, what I was about to do would be a dream. For any struggling stand-up to have the success of others rubbed in your face, it was a nightmare. Okay, yeah, so, you know, well done on being, you know, so funny. I'm happy for you, but why did you choose comedy over, you know, a 9 to 5?
I don't know. I never really know. I never had the opportunity to do a 9 to 5 job.
Like anyone, I'm completely unfucking employable.
This is a cliche, but comedy chose me.
Right.
I feel I need to be your therapist here. I need to feel. Do you have a 9 to 5 job?
Well, I do now, yeah.
Right. And how do you feel doing it?
Dead inside. Losing the stand-up, it was like a death in the family. I even went through the 5 stages of mourning. First, there was denial. Seriously, though, like, being a successful comedian, it's not really about being funny, is it? It's connection.
What?
You need to be funny, too.
I don't know anybody, and I do pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's what your problem is, the contacts.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're where you are now without...
I don't know anyone.
You must do, you know. Anyway.
Depends on how you measure success.
Well, between me and you...
I don't have a job.
Right.
So that, in my world, that means I'm successful. You have a job.
Yeah.
So if you love this, then you're successful. Do you love this?
I don't love this. No.
Well, then I can't help you.
And then there was anger.
That didn't turn out too well. I don't get it. I don't get it. How do I say this question? How are you so... Why do people find you funny, but not me?
Why am I funnier?
Yeah.
Talent, maybe? Or maybe charisma? Like, I like everyone, and I don't like you.
I give off that vibe.
You do. I want to punch you in the face.
You've now told me that you've never made your mum laugh, even.
No, she won't.
So you clearly don't have funny bones. You clearly shouldn't be doing this.
Okay, that was constructive.
Thank you.
I want to fucking drown you.
So,
I want to fucking grab your head and smush it in water.
Then came bargaining. What I'd like to ask you is, would you ever use a beginner? Would you let that person open for you if that person made you Man of the Month in the magazine or put you on the cover?
In your case, I'd probably rather bash my cock flat with a mallet.
Sure.
There'll be a photograph, like Man of the Year, like something I can use.
We all do a photo shoot.
What I want to know is how bad are you that you have to bribe people?
I don't want you to open for me now.
Even if I was Man of the Month,
yeah,
this could be a problem that I have someone on before me who would basically chase the audience out.
It's ironic.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
It's certainly ironic.
Yeah.
Or it's right on the money.
Yeah, it's almost, you know, ahead of my time, maybe.
Yes. That's what I was going to say. You're ahead of your time.
That's good, thank you.
You're talking to me is actually hurting me.
People have said that to me in audiences.
Well, there you go. Huh?
Yeah, that is good. Which quickly led to depression. Do you think I should carry on? Do you think I should stick with it?
I think you should even quit being a journalist.
Yeah.
You should just
I should quit being a journalist. Get back to doing what I want to do.
There's a really good hardware store near here. They sell rope. You can get a rope. You get a little stool.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Kill yourself.
Put it on your credit card. You're not even gonna have to pay.
How sorry are you gonna be if I kill myself?
I'm not even gonna find out because no one cares.
Then lastly came acceptance. Was there ever a time where it just crossed your mind that maybe I shouldn't be doing this?
If you feel it once, then you battle it.
Right.
You know, as Winston Churchill says, that success is failure after failure with no loss of enthusiasm.
Okay.
Which I think is important. And then if you do it again, then you get up. But if it happens repeatedly, then life is telling you to stop. And I think it's an act of wisdom to kind of kill it. And it's a kind of pain you don't need to put yourself through.
Okay. Just stay positive is basically what you're saying.
No.
Okay.
Listen, you grubby little prick! What are you trying to pull, insulting every major comedian with your weird shit? Sort it out, and fast, or you will quickly find yourself out of your fucking ear, son.
I'll sort it out.
And Jesus Christ, did you cry in one of those interviews?
No.
Did you weep like a baby?
There was no tears.
Did you sob like a cunny?
There wasn't any liquid. I was upset. There's a difference. I wasn't crying, I was upset.
Are you going to cry now?
I'm not going to cry now.
You're not crying now?
Philip, I don't
Go on,
want...
have a good cry. Sob it out, James. Have a good fucking cry. Go on, sob it out. Go on.
Get out there, you sad-bearded twat!
All right, let's get back to work. Ugh. So after much ringing around, apologising and begging profusely, I managed to get another round of interviews. Hey, thanks for coming back.
It's all right. You're not going to go weird again, are you?
No, I'm on strong medication. So, do you remember when you first made people laugh?
No.
No.
I wanted to be an actor, and people just kept laughing. They kept really giggling.
Oh, okay.
Even when I did a serious role, people were laughing. It was one particular play I did where people were laughing and pissing themselves towards the end, and I just thought, that's the last time I'm playing Anne Frank. I'm not going to do that anymore.
I remember when I first made people laugh.
What a terrific crowd. Where are you guys from? So you know that feeling when you disproved your pants? Nice.
Day is young in the bright new morning to see.
I used to make people laugh.
What do you open with?
I open with my flip-flop joke. I've been told that you can always make a joke better by coughing.
Let's hear it.
I put my flip-flops on the other day, but I was in a rush. I put them on the wrong feet. I was wearing flop flips.
I think that'll ruin the joke because you're coughing over if there's a laugh. Even there. I thought you were going to, like, in the middle of it, maybe before the punchline.
Maybe before the punchline. Okay, so, I got them on the wrong feet. They were flop flips.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah?
Better. Just too informative. It's dull as fuck. Sort it out. Where's the funny stuff? I mean, the funniest thing about this is the giant paperclip.
Yeah.
That's well funny. Watch. Straight face. Sort it out.
Well, I mean, you laugh, but it's more expensive than normal paper clips, but that's really strong. That'll last for a long time. What do you want me to do? I guess I'll just ask them what their favourite joke is.
As long as it's not one of yours, I'm happy.
Good.
Get out. Don't forget the funny bit.
Thank you.
You get more annoying every day. I thought I hated you as much as I could possibly hate you yesterday.
Yeah.
But I was wrong.
It's out of order now.
Leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it!
What is your favourite joke?
I do an impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I do this impression of him walking past.
There's one about a guy goes into a bar, and you won't get it.
Okay.
You still pissing yourself?
Am I still...
Pissing yourself on stage?
No,
You know, like that thing that the whole world saw.
Ah, yes. The clip of me online. You may remember that fateful night when I wet my pants. Well, joy of joys, someone in the crowd was filming it. And wouldn't you know, it became a viral hit. No, I stopped doing stand-up.
You stopped doing stand-up?
It wasn't working out.
You get some management. Let them handle your piss for you. Let them take 15% of your piss.
Yeah, I've been down that road. The Comedian's Guide to Survival reminds us that no man is an island, and the path to success is one you can't walk on your own. Got plain again. It's the most boring of all the flavours, plain. I just suck the flavour off, it's less calories.
Excuse me, James? You have a visitor.
Oh, it'll be my agent. A good agent will get you those plum gigs, guest spots on those quirky panel shows, and the occasional DVD which gets released just in time for Christmas.
Lance?
James. Oh, delighted to meet you in person at last.
We met before? You look familiar.
The alarm bells should have rung then. None of my gigs had been going well, and yet this agent had found me.
Yeah. Woohoo! Now let's have a little chat about why signing me as your agent would be the best move you've ever made.
Great, yeah, I can't wait.
Okay.
It's my new agent, Michael. Michael! My new agent. He's crazy. Fuck off! Nuts.
Much was promised, little was delivered. Things progressed as before, the usual pub gigs, only more of them.
Hello?
Ah, Jim Bob. Hello, you know that gig you're on your way to?
Yes, Lance, I'm fully aware of the gig that I've just spent the last 2 hours of my life driving to.
Ah, promoters just phoned me and asked to cancel.
What? Why?
Well, apparently they've only been able to shift one ticket.
One ticket? Lance, it was a buy one, get one free.
Apparently the person who's bought one couldn't find anyone to go with him. Anyway, don't worry, that I am totally gonna make it up to you with some awesome gigs. Oh, yes. In fact, I've got something sweet for you coming up right now. I'm not gonna leave you hanging around, believe me. Don't you worry about that.
And can we start looking beyond these crappy pub gigs, all right? Get me on a panel show or a sitcom. You know, something to get me noticed.
Yeah? What? No, I'm pushing you hard online. Fuck this, one up for me twinkle tits. Yeah, thanks, Sandra. Yeah, in fact, something meaty's come in for you just now. Yeah. What? I gotta go, mate. Yeah.
Well, that turned out to be a mistake. Hello? Oh, brilliant. Excellent. Yeah, when is it? This Friday. Was in Christmas Eve. Just booked a gig. It's good, isn't it?
No.
La, 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 Christmas time. This one I call the Please Don't Hate Me corporate gig. Big crowd tonight?
Should be. It's mandatory this year.
Christmas Eve?
When else are you going to have a Christmas party?
Yeah, no, good point. Ah, what's this, no free bar?
No, this year we decided to spend the money on the comedian instead.
Right, do they know this?
Do they? There's a bit of an argy-bargy about that one, I can tell you. Oh, but don't worry, they'll all be here, because I threatened them with the sack.
Okay, I can't go out in front of these people. As far as they're concerned, I'm the man that stood in the way of free booze.
Yeah, the ones who are most upset were the divorced parents. You know, I only get to see my kids on Christmas Eve types. Don't blame me if you can't make your marriage work. Quite frankly, they ought to be thanking me for getting a comedian in the first place to cheer them up. Not many smiles after the year we had. Not been a good one. Not since we lost 40% of the staff.
Cutbacks?
No, office fire. Oh, yeah. Make sure there are no barbecue jokes.
Jesus, they'll hate me. Christ, I hate me. From then on, it was inevitable. I was fucked.
Funny thing happened on the way to the gig tonight. I was travelling through the town of Bubwith. Anyone here from Bubwith? Again, please don't hate me. That's assault. Try not to throw stuff.
Why don't you just say, fuck off now, you wank?
Alright, listen, mate, I'm not a monster. Okay? I didn't make you come here this evening. And I didn't start the fire. That was Billy Joel over there. The least he could have done was brought you around with the insurance money. Hey, am I wrong? Listen, guys, can we, look, okay, let's just calm down, all right? Because of it, no, I think we're going to need to get security.
There's no security. We spent all the money on you.
Oh, God. Anyway, my name's... I don't want to tell you my name. Merry Christmas and God bless.
That's not the way out that way, that's the toilet, so... Okay, sorry about your kids. So she removed the toothbrush and proceeded to brush my teeth with it. It was great fun, but then it dawned on me, you know, that...
A stripper making £50 a gig, she's not going to be spending good money on brand new toothbrushes every night. That's a lot of men's arse to have in your mouth, ladies and gentlemen.
Dear God.
Perhaps not. I can come back later. I was so traumatised by this.
That on my actual wedding day, when the vicar said, does anyone have any good reason why these two should not be married? I was half tempted to put my own hand up and say, me, I've rimmed 10,000 men.
But I didn't, just in case my wife turned and said, well, that's okay, so have I.
They want you outside.
Sorry, madam, what was that? Who wants me outside?
The people inside.
Ah, yes, very good, very clever. Well done you.
You're terrible.
I'm terrible?
Yeah.
What did you do? Just come here today to make me look a fool, is that it?
You don't need me to come here for that to happen.
Yeah, very witty. Got very quick wit, haven't you?
I've had hemorrhoids that are more amusing than you.
Okay, yeah, to be fair, that was quite funny. You know, hemorrhoids are comedy gold.
My husband died last month. Even that was more amusing than this.
Yeah, well, my congratulations to your husband. He escaped.
Yeah, I'm sure you're laughing on the inside.
All right, I'll just... My condolences.
There it is. Same shitty jokes, same pissy pants, but this is a different video, isn't it?
I don't think... Is it?
Ah.
Weird.
You've been doing more stand-up gigs, haven't you?
No, absolutely not.
No? Are you sure? This video was uploaded yesterday. Look, there. That shitty, greasy little stain on your lapel. That was from your egg mayonnaise sandwich from a few days ago.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, I know so. Do you know how I know so? I took a photo of it.
Taking pictures of me. Look, in my defence, okay, I just... That's how I eat a sandwich.
Lucky.
I've got loads of shirts and stuff with stains on.
What did I say to you about doing more stand-up gigs?
To be fair, it was booked before you.
Oh, I know that. Now, impossible as this may seem, you are being sent to LA to meet the big boys. The Hollywood comedians, in particular, Dustin Stratford.
You'll never get Dustin Stratford.
I want him on the cover!
Oh.
That's where I want him, and loads of pages in the middle.
It'll be difficult.
It won't be easy.
It won't be easy, no.
Yeah? Now, perhaps when you're in California, I'd like to see your squitty little agent get you a nice little pub gig in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. When you're done in LA, I'm sending you straight to Montreal to cover the Just for Laughs festival.
That'd be good if I could get a gig there.
Excuse me?
I was just saying, I wonder if I could get a gig out there, but I wouldn't. Because I'm on the job, and they'd have to offer me. Even if they offered me a gig out there, I'd say no way.
If you managed to get yourself a gig at a Deaf, Dumb and Blind festival, they would still find a way of booing you off. Don't ask me how, but they would.
I don't know, but that's offensive.
The day that JFL give you a gig, my friend, is the day that I dress up as Evel Knievel, get on my Harley Davidson, and try and jump over your mother's fanny.
We're doing Mum's fanny stuff now.
That's what I'm saying. I've drawn a line in the sand using your dead grandfather's cock, and I've crossed it.
I'd like to actually thank your mum again for letting us all use her vagina as an office. The new place looks great.
You know we're moving premises, don't you?
Go on.
We're moving premises, we're enlarging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're employing 250 more staff.
Yeah.
And moving into your mum's camp.
Yeah.
Leave.
You want me? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I... First of all, he makes me give up the comedy, and then just to rub it in, he makes me interview all the best comedians that I aspire to be. I can't do any more gigs, Lance. Okay, my boss called me. Some of those bloody online videos again.
That's tragic news, James, really.
Do you know what really pisses me off? Not only is this person making my life a misery, they'll be raking it in the amount of views those clips get.
Oh, possibly.
Well, I'm left making a pittance because my dog shit agent can't strike a decent deal. No offence.
No, it's untaken, mate.
Why did you even want to represent me, Lance? It's not as if my gigs were going well.
I believe in you, James. Deep down, I think you're a very funny person. And your time is just around the corner.
You were the one that started the fire. You left me for dead. How could you? How could you?
How could you?
What's up?
This. How could you do this? You promised.
Babe.
James, I found it in your pocket. You've been writing jokes again, haven't you?
It meant nothing, I promise.
Do you think I wouldn't find out?
I'd been drinking. I wasn't thinking straight.
Have you been gigging again?
I needed to feel funny.
Oh, and I don't make you feel funny.
Yes, of course you do, but it's different. You wouldn't understand. At least you still love me, eh? Yeah, very funny. Knock, knock. Lance? Oh, Lance, you really should shut the door if you're going to start looking at these kind of websites.
Familiar. No, I did go to one of your gigs, but we didn't meet.
Thank you, and good night. Look like a zookeeper.
You've heard me though, you know what a flipping train I was.
Why do you even want to represent me, Lance? It's not as if my gigs were going well.
Angry? I believe in you, James.
What's wrong with this? Nothing. Lance, you bastard! You've been the one that's been uploading these videos.
No, it's not really like I've been uploading them. I did it for you, like to boost your profile. I think you got a lot of fans out there, and that's thanks to me, right? And your bladder problem, obviously.
How much money have you made from these videos? I don't want to know. But, no, go on, how much? No, keep it to yourself, actually. No, go on, how much?
Oh, I mean, it's not about the money. I do it because I love your fucking work.
You're fired, Lance.
Don't go, James. Oh, fuck off, mate. I'm so fucking lucky.
Mr. Mulligan?
It's Mullinger.
Yes, sir. Follow me, Mr. Mulligan. So, Mr. Mulligan, first time in L.A.?
No.
Uh-huh. You here for work or pleasure, Mr. Mulligan?
It's Mullinger.
Isn't it just? You got any plans while you're in town, Mr. Mulligan? Because I could recommend some great shows.
What's your name?
Nick Secker, sir.
If you call me Mr. Mulligan one more time, I'm going to start calling you Mr. Nick Sucks Cock for $10 every Tuesday and Thursday evening.
I love that British humor. So dry. You like Monty Python?
Sure.
I like Monty Python. This parrot is dead.
LA's a strange place. There's no liking it. You either love it or fucking detest it.
I see you like talking to yourself, Mr. Mulligan. You ever need any Class A narcotics? I know a guy who knows another guy who knows another guy who's married to this lady. She used to be married to a guy who, incidentally, is my twin brother. Yeah, there's two of me. Or rather, there's two of him. He's big on the blow, so if you ever need any, then just tip me the...
Thanks, I'm fine for cocaine.
Just testing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
LA's the home of several prominent comedians. You know, the ones that are so good. They have film careers, sexy wives who were former playmates, and sell out stadiums, headliner just for laughs. You won't see any of those guys having to go back to stand up for £50 a night in a pub basement, sharing a ride with an egg-obsessed gag thief.
Not the same act, dude.
So, where's the trophy?
Sorry?
You know, the statuette. Which award is this for? Huh? Best movie star, funniest comedy, best fart gag.
Oh, I'm here to do the interview.
What the fuck am I doing an interview for? It's Saturday. I thought I won something.
You won my admiration again for your last movie. It was very funny. Does that help?
No, it doesn't. I don't need some jet-lagged limey stinking of dog shit telling me what I already know. Sit your ass down. You're here now. God knows you're not getting in again, so... What do you want to hear? Huh? A dick joke?
Yeah, sure.
Huh? Well, if size doesn't matter, how come my girlfriend's vibrator isn't 3 inches long and crooked?
It's a good one.
Okay, so ask me some questions.
Okay. If you had to do it all again, what would you do differently?
Sorry? Are we not sitting in an awesome Malibu beach house? Why would I do anything different? Life is sweet. What are you, one of these guys who wants to go back, do it all over?
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't if they were given the chance? You know, we're all chasing that happy ending.
Happy endings? What a load of bullshit. If it's the ending, how are you going to enjoy it? No. It's about happy living. Enjoy yourself. Now, live the dream. Huh? Don't chase it. Huh?
Right.
Please let me make something beautiful. A thing that reminds us there's good in the world. A thing that reminds us there's still something out there worth fighting.
Yeah, I'm such a pervert, man. Can't treat women like sex objects.
Who are they?
I don't know. Hey, what are your names?
Olive. Sasha.
Here you go, Sasha and Olive. I don't know why, but for some reason the studio likes to send models over.
The studio sends over beautiful models just to keep you happy.
Yeah, I'm just happy the pool gets used. I can't even swim.
It wasn't just world-famous comedians who would get laid. Even when you were swimming in the cesspool of open mic comedy like I was, adoration was still to be found. For hours and hours and hours, ladies and gentlemen. I was so fed up. I waited for it to stop bleeding and just put it away and zipped up.
And there she was. My groupie.
Of course, the Comedian's Guide to Survival warns you when you're swimming in the cesspool, don't always expect a playmate.
You are the funniest comedian I'm gonna shag this week.
Oh, lucky me.
Sorry if I smell a bit of sex. I screwed someone else this morning. It wasn't as funny as you.
No, sorry if I smell of vomit. I just threw up in my mouth.
There you go.
Oh, I've just been called, actually. There's an emergency and they need a comedian on this scene, so thanks for coming. Hi, Brad. Yeah, it's James Mullinger.
Hey, buddy.
We were supposed to do an interview about half an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungover right now.
Hungover? What? We had an interview arranged.
I didn't say I wouldn't do the interview, but you'll have to come here. And bring waffles.
Yeah, fine. Brilliant. Where are you staying? Brad? Oh, shit.
Mr. Brad Macy. Quite a character, huh?
Shut up, Nick.
I remember when I was his driver on Party Animals 3. We were always laughing and joking about me not talking. Good morning, Mr. Macy. How are you? Shut the fuck up, Secker, you piece of shit. Always joking around. Stop talking, Nick, you douchebag. I hope you die, slowly, in front of my eyes. Terrific. Always laughing and joking.
Wait a minute, you used to drive Brad Macy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, happy memories indeed. Always laughing and joking.
Stop talking. Do you know where he stays when he's in LA?
Sure, he lives in a house next to where Walt Disney died.
Right.
They found him with those crack whores.
Okay, can you take me there?
Okay, well, let's... Come on! Fuck's sake. Excuse me.
No problem.
Allegedly.
Right. So, Brad, you've had a stratospheric rise to fame from stand-up to blockbuster films.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool, huh?
Oh, that's actually whiskey that you've just put on your waffles.
Sorry, you don't want one.
No, I'm fine. I had a big breakfast. What do you put your success down to?
Yeah, I don't know. Being funny, I guess, and chowing down on a lot of producer dong. Don't print that.
He's broken another one.
No, don't worry about her. It's just the missus.
Look,
Oh dear, looks like Owen Wilson's nose.
you've got to stop using my dildos on yourself.
Do you know what? I can give you 20 minutes if you need to.
Sit down. Listen, look, secret to my success, bit of talent, bit of luck, but mainly a shitload of hard work and the confidence to keep getting back on that stage even when I was dying on my fucking ass every night.
What gave you the strength to push through the tough times?
Don't give up on the dream, man.
You pissed yourself.
You just pissed yourself.
No. Remember that YouTube video, baby? The one of the comedian pissing himself on the stage? Don't go pissing my furniture, though.
I wasn't...
No judgments here. Although I do draw the line at water sports. No matter how much he begs, I'm not going to piss on you, baby.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't. You're such a naughty little boy.
Don't print that, though. Don't.
I won't print that. It wasn't a sex act. It was an accident. You know, I'm not weird.
How's the stand-up going, then?
It's not. That's why I'm here, really. I gave it up.
You gave up just because you pissed yourself on stage? Look, come on.
Whoa. Where are we going?
To find your mojo.
All right, well, it's not there. You've got a bit of waffle crumbs. Why are you still standing?
Close your eyes. What do you see?
Eyelids.
Don't you get it? You've got to clear all that shit from your head and ask yourself, what do you really want?
Really just want to get an interview.
Oh, come on, mate. You suck at interviewing. You know that.
Well, I suck as a comedian as well, so if I'm gonna suck, I might as well get paid for it.
Seriously?
You know what I meant. Can we just get on with the interview, okay? I made my decision, I moved on.
And for as long as you learn away from life's challenges, you're always going to piss your pants.
Is that a Chinese proverb? Look, I've got responsibilities. Okay, I've got a wife, a kid, a mortgage, a shitty paid job. Unlike you, I can't afford to pour whiskey on my waffles or just spend the whole day breaking dildos up my arse. I live in the real world.
You can't afford dildos.
You need to go out there, discover yourself.
Go out?
That you can print.
What? No, hang on, you can't just smugly walk off. Everything you said just then was just retarded nonsense.
13-year-old schoolgirls have tweeted less cliched bollocks. That's actually my car.
Sorry, sweetie. Once he starts talking sexual metaphors, that's it. I really did think you were funny. If it's something that's important to you, you have to fight for it.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can't get a lift for you guys. It's going to be a bit awkward because of...
No, babe. Have a nice day.
Thanks. Fucking weirdos.
A lot goes through your mind when you're left stranded amongst the used condoms, needles and chipmunk shit. But foremost in my mind, other than Brad being a lousy interviewee, was the haunting thought that maybe I'd made a mistake. Maybe I had just taken the easy option, and that maybe this would be a decision I would soon regret.
Thanks for the ride.
Pleasure's all mine, son. So why you all out here on your own, son?
I was interviewing Brad Macy. He just he took my limousine and sort of left me stranded.
Yes, sir, do that to you all right.
Yeah, no, thanks for stopping. It was very kind of you.
Lucky for you, I did. There's strange folks out in these parts.
Really?
Yes, sirree. Lucky for you.
Oh, she's very pretty.
Oh, boy. Yes, sirree.
Yes. Is that the wife?
It's my sister.
Sister.
You're not from around these parts, are you, boy? Your accent is kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, I'm English.
I thought so. So, what kind of line of work you in, boy?
I'm a comedian. Well, I was.
Comedian? I was just thinking I thought you were funny.
Oh, do you know, I just remembered. I'm supposed to meet a friend by that tree. Yeah.
You find yourself a hip flask in the gun compartment.
Gun compartment?
I said glove compartment. No, sir, you take the first sip.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Sip it, boy. Takes a punch, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir. I need stays awake whilst driving.
What?
Lie back.
Oh.
Get yourself some sleep till we get there, boy.
Where?
Nighty-night, Frenchie.
Night. Go out to sea.
Sure, a pretty little missy. Sure was a pretty little Frenchy nose. And your pretty little Frenchy nose.
The hillbilly driver had been kind enough to leave me my shoes. Clearly, he'd never read The Comedian's Guide to Survival, or he would have known that it advises to always have a secret stash for emergencies. Having spent so many nights falling asleep on train platforms, I'd taken to keeping an emergency credit card in the sole of my shoe at all times. Every cloud, as they say. He took my phone, my clothes, my wallet, and he pissed on me.
I like the sound of him already. Tell me you didn't steal any of the interviews.
Yeah, no, everything's backed up. It's on my laptop back in the hotel.
So have you got Dustin yet?
Well, not yet. I've left some messages with his agent. I'm waiting to hear back.
So?
Well, I'm chasing him.
Well, chase harder. Fancy a squelch?
Son of a bitch.
Hey.
Not you. You're not a son of a bitch. I mean, well, might be. I don't know you well enough, but my boss definitely is a son of a bitch.
I hear you. My boss is a real son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah, who's that? The Great Gatsby? And you know what really gets me is you travel halfway around the world just to see some frat movie stars' balls get abandoned in the middle of nowhere, get mugged and pissed on by some inbred hillbilly, walk around in the baking sun half naked, so I've probably got skin cancer on my nipples. And all for what? Not even a shitty thank you. Don't get me wrong, that kind of stuff was fun back in my uni days, but I never thought I'd make a career out of it.
You're preaching to the converted.
And I did an aptitude test once, and it came back suggesting a career in entertainment. I just assumed it meant performing and not writing about it.
Aptitude test? What are you, some sort of astronaut?
No, I'm not an astronaut.
I wanted to be an astronaut.
Yeah, well, I think you're halfway there.
Problem is, I had a job to do. My wife wouldn't support me, so I just gave up on my dream and then stuck to my dead-end job.
Oh, well, yeah. NASA's loss, eh?
Who?
Terrific. You're basically me in 100 years. Guess the dream will never happen.
What dream?
The dream about performing.
You know what dream I had? I wanted to be an astronaut.
I think I read that somewhere. I mean, another thing that is still a mystery to me is why is it that every single boss is an arsehole? I mean, what is it? Is it in their DNA? You know, do they get a promotion? They go to sleep at night, you know, they get a little visit from the arsehole fairy. She sprinkles some shit on him. And then, you know, hey presto, he wakes up and he's a dickhead to anyone who's subordinate to him. Can anyone tell me where the fuck I am, actually? Because I genuinely have no idea. As you can tell from my accent and the fact that I'm not married to my sister, I'm not from around these parts.
You're in the United States of America.
Yes, I know what country I'm in, Granddad. I'm not that lost. Anyway, back to my nightmare boss. He's angry. He's an angry guy. I can only assume it's impotence. I'm half thinking of maybe taking one for the team, just bursting into his office and just, you know, whipping down the trousers, just jerking off. Just a quick one. If it means it's going to be a happy working day, then I will do that. I will take him for the team. For the first time in years, I was confident and truly happy. The Comedian's Guide to Survival tells you to savour moments like this. These are the gigs that make the whole thing worthwhile. All the arguments, missed trains, office bollockings, heckles, jibes, and the disappointments. It's these euphoric highs of having an audience in unison, cheering your every joke, every fibre of their consciousness focused on you. I mean, if it cheers him up a little bit, I'll do it, by all means, if he can get it. What could possibly ruin this moment? Hello?
You fucking piece of shit. I am gonna stick my fist so far up your fucking arse, it's gonna come out the back of your throat, and I'm gonna fucking wank your tongue off! Who the fuck do you think you're calling a knobhead?
I didn't mean you.
Point one, I suggest you start punching yourself in the bollocks hard, so that you can build up some sort of tolerance to the pain that I am going to inflict on your little plums when you return to our fair isle. Point two, what did I say about doing more gigs? I could have sworn I said, no more! Which sounds nothing like, do as many fucking gigs as you like! When you arrive back in the United Kingdom and I attack you physically, I am probably going to kill you. You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
And after I've killed you, I'm going to fire you.
Okay.
And after I've fired you, I'm probably going to use your corpse and turn it into some sort of ornamental coffee table, which I will then give to your wife, and she will smile, safe in the knowledge that you did have a use after all.
Yeah, probably.
Your only chance of this not happening and you keeping your job is down to two things. Do you know what they are?
Not doing stand-up gigs?
Correct.
And not calling you a flaccid helmet.
No, we're going to kind of assume that that's one of those unspoken rules. The other thing is that you are going to get Dustin Stratford to agree to give you an exclusive interview. Now, I don't care if he's joined a Shaolin temple, he's on a mission from God, and has taken a fucking vow of silence. You will get him to fucking talk to you. You will get me a fucking exclusive interview. Do you fucking understand?
Yes.
Now give yourself a whack in the nuts from me. Night-night.
The Comedian's Guide to Survival says you should in no way ever punch yourself in the bollocks. There are plenty of people around willing to do that for you.
What?
You're Nell Osborne, right?
And?
I'm James Mullinger.
And?
I work for CIQ magazine. I left a load of messages about Dustin.
Dustin's on a break. Dustin's not interested in giving any interviews. You wasted a trip.
Okay, it's just that, my boss has said if I don't get this interview, he's gonna kill me, then fire me, and then turn my corpse into a coffee table.
Should I be calling for security or a coffee?
He's deadly serious on firing me. And if he does, my wife will leave me, she'll take the cat, and then I'll be left with no one, you know, not even my agent, because I fired him, actually, so that would be my fault on that one.
You got an agent?
Yeah, I was a stand-up comic.
I'm sorry about your predicament, but I'm sure you'll make a superb coffee table. I'd like to get back to ignoring you now, if that's okay.
Okay, Miss Osborne, please, I have this dick of a boss who's threatening to ruin my life, and my life's basically in your hands.
Sounds like you're stuck between a cock and a hard case.
Nell?
Morris.
Hey, how's tricks now?
Tricks are good, Morris. What are you doing here?
Corporate retreat, you know?
Hope you have a terrific time. Goodbye.
Only we have a problem. The entertainment for today's lunch just canceled.
Yes, I read about that in the Who Gives a Shit magazine. I'm sorry to hear about that. Goodbye again.
Well, no. I mean, you have people, don't you, who can make a crowd laugh? What, don't you get it? This is kismet.
He'll do it.
What? Him? Who is this guy?
He is one of the biggest names in Britain. He's just arrived, so you're in luck. He's available today.
Yeah, I'm available. Well, I'm not available, I'm married, but I'll be funnier on the... What are the dates?
From Britain, huh?
Yeah.
An exotic comic. Hey, that'll go down great.
But he's not cheap, Morris. He's normally $3,000 a night. But as we're old friends and you're in a tight spot, you can have him for $3,000.
Yeah, no problem. Emerald Function Room 530. You're a sweetheart.
Okay.
Happy?
I'm not really prepared.
For $2,000, you will be.
It's funny, because I thought you said free.
Commission, dear boy? No, fuck off.
I'm still on the high from the impromptu gig in the desert town, but this is something else. And right now, my high is being drowned by pure fear.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a great and productive year, I want to thank you for all your hard work from the heart of my bottom. No, I mean from the bottom of my heart.
Pretty good.
And now, to bring a smile to all your faces, we have brought over from the United Kingdom, especially for you, their top comic. You will please give a warm welcome to Mr. James Mullinger.
Alright, here we go. It's a big crowd. That's what this is all about. Let's find out if I sink or swim.
Have a round of applause for your handsome boss, Morris. Look at him. Look at him. He's a handsome guy. I'm sure the rumours about his micro penis aren't true. Yeah. But I get loads of junk sent to me. I get loads of freebies to review for a magazine that I work for. So I get things like, Blu-rays, DVDs, aftershaves, sex toys, books, things like that. I had a box of sex toys that I had completely forgotten about. And during the yard sale, I had to step away for a few minutes. I had to go and change my youngest son's nappy. And I left my father-in-law in charge. And when I got back, he was pleased as punch. He turned to me and he said, "James, we've managed to sell that box of microphones." Not adopted microphones. I realised that the person that had bought the microphones was actually the local vicar. I could just imagine him turning up to choir practice. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Okay. No, telephones must be switched off during my performances. That's one of the rules. Hello? Yes, no, sorry, he can't come to the phone right now. He's very busy. He's at the brothel. I will make sure he calls you back as soon as he's finished sucking me off. Bye-bye. Mum. Sorry. Excuse me, pal. Yeah, you. Yeah, listen, if you're going to keep behaving like that, I'm going to have to get the zookeeper to come and put you back in your cage. For God's sake, leave the stripper alone. Morris, you didn't tell me you had a stripper to follow my act, you old dog. The Comedian's Guide to Survival explicitly states, never, under any circumstances, insult the booker's children by comparing them to a gorilla or a stripper. Just joking. Thanks.
Don't look so blue. It wasn't so bad.
If ever there was a showstopper, that was it.
That was so tight. I loved it.
There goes my number one fan. And $2,000.
Oh, don't worry about that. We had an agreement. If he doesn't pay, I will sue him. I'll make sure you get your $1,500.
Oh well. Now I'll just go back to London with my tail between my legs. Unemployment, here I come.
Keep it to yourself.
Where is it?
It's Dustin's address.
What?
You're a persistent guy. I have faith in you. And if ever you want to work this way, maybe a bit of TV, give movies a shot, here's my card. We'll need an agent. Rock 'em dead, kiddo.
Thanks.
So, soon as I heard you were staying on in town, I switched shifts so I could make sure I got to look after you again, Mr. Mulligan.
That's brilliant. And thanks again for leaving me stranded with no way of getting back to my hotel.
You're welcome, Mr. Mulligan. Oh, hey, is that, that British sarcasm?
Yeah.
Ha! Right.
It is sarcasm, but in all seriousness, you did leave me stranded. I was picked up by a creepy guy in a truck.
Sarcasm?
No, listen to how I'm speaking. He drugged me.
Sarcasm.
No, listen to my voice. He stripped me.
Sarcasm.
No sarcasm. No. He took my phone and my wallet.
Sarcasm.
No sarcasm. No, these are all facts. Let me give you a clue, okay?
Okay.
The next thing I'm about to say is in no way sarcastic, so that will give you a clue. He then pissed on me and left me in the desert.
come on, that's sarcasm.
No, it's not. So thank you very much for doing a great job. You're a brilliant driver.
And that's not sarcasm, right?
That's sarcasm!
Oh, that is sarcasm?
Yes.
Wow. I tell you what, we are now in a hall of mirrors. I don't know what's sarcastic or unsarcastic. And you know what? I kind of like it. It's exciting.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy! You made it! It's great to see you, man! Come on in! Come on, Jimmy! Come on, man! Come on!
I didn't think Nell was going to tell you I was coming.
Of course she did! Are you crazy? Huh? Do you think she'd let you turn up here unannounced, man? Hey, I know you British invented manners, but we're not that rude, dude.
No, yeah. Sorry, of course, yeah.
Listen, Nell tells me you're the main man back in the UK.
Really?
Yeah!
Strange, I could have sworn she hated me at first.
Listen, man, Nell's got me a new show. We start shooting in a few months. I'd love you to come in and read for the buddy role. Those comedy eyebrows of yours, man. Hey, they're so hysterical. Real Eugene Levy stuff.
No, that sounds fantastic. Yeah, thank you.
Great! So, we're gonna have some lunch, have some beer, and we're gonna talk about the show.
It sounds brilliant. And hey, if it's okay with you, I can ask you a few questions about comedy and stuff.
Absolutely, man. Not a problem. Chef, wake your motherfucking ass up! Chef! Hey, Chef!
What a happy man. That was fantastic.
No problem, man. That was my pleasure. So, how long you in LA for?
Probably just a couple more days. You know, I pretty much got everything that I needed. I'll just head home and type it all up now. Oh, feel free to get that.
What do you mean, everything written up?
Oh, excuse me. No, we'll speak to Neil about arranging a convenient time for the photo shoot.
What photo shoot?
For the cover.
What cover?
Hi, Dustin, it's Jimmy. Sorry, I'm not going to make it. My flight's been diverted to Ottawa. Some douchebag in first class got overly drunk and started to fight the other passengers and crew, and then he was throwing excrement all over the place. So we had to make an emergency landing. Anyway, I'll get my agent to talk to Nell, and we're trying to arrange something soon. Really sorry. Bye!
Excuse me. Thank you. Now, who the fuck is sitting at my dining table? Who the fuck is drinking my goddamn beer? Do I need to phone the police and fire my fucking agent?
The Comedian's Guide to Survival says, always make a clear introduction. It's typical. It's bloody typical. Do you know what? I genuinely thought for a moment back then that my luck was about to change, that things were finally on the up for me.
Are you sure I don't need to call the police now? I can hear him talking to himself next door.
No, I'll go home. I'll get fired. My wife will leave me. I'll get fortnightly weekend access to the kids. God. Or am I even going to meet another woman? A single mother on a play date, maybe? And even then, she's going to have pretty low standards to be interested in a divorced father of two that writes restaurant reviews for the local paper. I'll get fat. And I'll go bald. Because that's what happens, you know, when you chase a dream. Every hurdle is taller and trickier than the last. Just waiting for you to mistime your jump and smack you in the bollocks. And if, you know, by some small chance, you actually manage to avoid a testicular beating, the only thing waiting for you on the other side to land in is a big puddle of shit. You know, I'm not a spiritual man by any means, but I can't go on pretending that there isn't some sort of cosmic entity out there that focuses all of its magnanimous energy into just fucking up my life. I just wanted to be a comedian. I mean, you've seen it. When it works, it's good. But no. Fate decided that success wasn't for me. Fate decided that I should enjoy other people's success. Just watch on from the sidelines. I think it's time to stop chasing the dream, to move on. I think it's time to throw away the comedian's guide to survival.
It doesn't exist, you know.
What doesn't?
The comedian's guide to survival. It's not real. You can't just succeed in comedy by guides and rules. It doesn't work like that, man.
And how does it work?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Email.
Thanks for lunch.
Hey, hold on there, Jimmy. Jimmy! Hey, man, hang on. Give me your phone. Come on, give me your phone. Come on, man, smile. There you go. That's for the cover.
Oh. Thanks.
Hey, Jimmy. Don't let the bastards get you down. Churchill said that.
I don't think he did, but thanks for the sentiment.
Hey, well, look. He was a smart and funny guy. And I'm sure if he was here now, that's what he'd say.
Sure.
Take it easy, Jimmy.
I don't get it. I mean, what? Why aren't I funny? Why do they hate me?
They don't hate you. It's just that you're supposed to make them laugh so that they can release endorphins and it takes them away from their tragic lives for 5 fucking seconds. It's not the material, it's the way you're doing it. And to be honest, like this, you made me laugh a couple of times here with your kind of like weird, creepy, like mid-pedophile thing.
Yeah.
The thing that we all struggle with is if you're gonna have swagger, you'd better back it up.
Well, I think you're funny. You're already making me laugh.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah, thank you. That's really kind of you.
Put it this way. The only way you'll ever get good at this is the moment that you accept that you will be the best version of you that anyone else could ever do. No one else could be the authentic you.
No, I can't.
Happy endings, what a load of bullshit. If it's the ending, how are you going to enjoy it?
If it's something that's important to you, you have to fight for it.
What gave you the strength to push through those tough times?
Don't give up on the dream, man.
You gotta enjoy yourself now. Live the dream.
Well, I'm a comedian. Well, I was.
I was just thinking, I thought you were funny. You can't just succeed in comedy by guides and rules. It doesn't work like that, man.
I love that British humor. So dry.
Shut up, Nick.
Why are you looking so blue, kiddo?
What are you doing here?
Dustin sent me.
Why?
Well, he's performing in front of 6,000 people at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival next week, and I showed him the footage of your gig at the hotel. I recorded it because I thought, well, I hoped that Morris would get angry and start a fight, but no such luck. But Dustin liked it. He says you've got talent.
Dustin Stratford said that.
Mm-hmm. He says you deserve a chance. He wants you to open for him.
He wants me to open for him?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
I mean, that's brilliant, thank you.
No touching. And of course I will be charging commission.
Of course you will. You're my agent. 20%.
30.
30%. Great.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Oh, and if you touch me again, I'm gonna chop your balls off.
Okay. Oh, where are we going?
See Dustin.
Ends. Whether I'm going to end up as a cadaver coffee table, whether I'll wet my pants, whether I'll kill, whether I'll still have a job at the end of this. The Comedian's Guide to Survival doesn't exist, and I'm not going to worry anymore. I'm just going to go out there and enjoy it. Many people ask me what it's like to perform at a comedy festival. I don't know. But I'll tell you as soon as I find out.
The next comedian is all the way from the UK. This is fuck you. This is his first time. I just got off. You're gonna love him. It's James Mullinger.
Thank you, sweetheart. You haven't taken your tits off my eyes all day.
You want to see me?
Pretty little English knees. Come to daddy.
My knees are quite ticklish. Got enough of that?
Do you drink?
I try not to.
Do you do any drugs? Maybe you should.
I'm on medication.
Try that. Try to mix them.
Yeah.
A lot of comics do.
Go on. Weep, you wanker! Go do your job! Where is my quintuple espresso?
You, Sarah, seeing you've gone for the black cat look, which...
Yeah, I am okay.
Nice cookies?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Right, so I'm not bad looking, and also you can make it without much talent. Great. Okay, so I guess ask them what their favourite joke is. You want me to ask them what their favourite joke is?
Fuck! Fuck you! Shout fuck in my corridor. Cut!
If you want my comeback, you'll have to scrape off your mum's teeth.
I found out what they used to call you at school.
Come on.
Cock garage.
Right, yeah. Yeah. It was actually the double cock garage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I missed your head.
You're going to miss your plane, ain't you?
I think so. I'll do it. Fuck you, Mark.